Hello, everybody. Welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge. I'm live with Robbie. It's our Premier League predictions. It's a very big week. How are we doing, Robbie? You sound a bit rough this morning.
Yeah, you know what? I've had a cold for the past few days, man, and it's just been on my case. And it makes it worse when you're out at a football. You know, the day that it really hit me was the day that we had a game on, right? And interviewing fans late until the night, it weren't ideal. But listen, we're soldiers, Mark. We're soldiers. We're here.
Well, I've got the worst headache I've ever had, and it started at about 10 o'clock last night. And I don't know what caused it, and I've still got one now. But look,
talk to me, man. What is it with Manchester United? You predict them, 1 week they get your hopes up, and you think, all right, let's go all in with the predictions, and then they go and do that again. What's that? At home, Everton, and now West Ham.
Nah. 1 point. 1 point. I mean, that's not even mid-table form. That's relegation form. With all due respect to Everton and West Ham, they're at your home games. You need to win them. I don't know. This is the only place I'm allowed to predict. I'm banned on the United stand because apparently it's my fault if I say if we win. But I mean, to be honest, you know what? As much as I was shocked because we needed the win, you were just saying it off air there, and you're absolutely right that there's no point predicting United. I actually think we're going to do Wolves in a minute. We're going to start off with Villa Arsenal, but that Wolves game has the feeling of Watford for Solskjaer, has the feeling of West Ham for Ten Hag. And guess what? They all begin with W. This is what's worrying me. That could be his last game. They've not won a game all season. We're capable of letting anybody beat us. And if he loses that, as much as they want to keep him, you'd have to say after a year, like it's not going well. But
you know what it is, right? Every time I watch, like I'm watching that game yesterday, and I'm like, when are they going to lift off in the game, sort of thing?
And then also so bad as well. What do you think about us when you watch us? Because you watched it. We think as United fans, we're playing absolutely terrible. All right, the formation's not what we're used to, but the style of football's bad. It's long ball. We're relying on long throws and corner kicks, and it's just not Man United. If I was watching Arsenal play like that, I'd say this ain't Arsenal.
Yeah, no, it's not Man United. And funny enough, right, I was watching a game with my daughter last night, right, and we were just focusing. Well, not focusing, but was looking at a player like I was saying to my daughter. I was going, when I look at Man United, I said to her, obviously she's 24, right? I'm saying when I look at Man United, I remember Man United, like the type of players they had, right? And then I'm looking at a player like Xerxes, and I'm saying, that's not a Man United player. No disrespect to him. And then I said to her, I go, let's have a look at the league, and let's look at every league striker and see if Xerxes would start for them. And the only teams, I think we picked out 2 teams that he'd start for in the Premier League. And I think that was Everton. Maybe he'd start over Beto and what's the new kid that they got there?
Is it Barry?
Right. And she was saying Wolves, and I was saying I'd rather have Strand Larsen.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And so I'm saying that's not right. Not a Man United player. I shouldn't be picking that United player and saying that he can't get into any team in the Premier League. But when I looked at Xerxes, and I know he's not the regular starting player, but when I looked at Xerxes, I'm like, he would not start for any other Premier League team in my books apart from Everton. Maybe Leeds with Calvert-Lewin, but I think Calvert-Lewin's better.
And the thing is, you can go through the whole United side and do that, and they're exactly where they deserve to be. But look, we will start off with the biggest game of the weekend. I can tell you the gap's up to 3 points again. I hate midweek fixtures now. I thought I liked them. I hate them. But
I thought I did badly. I thought I did badly, Mark.
We did. I just did worse. I mean, we had a really low week. But this weekend's a good one. I want to always start off with the big game of the weekend, and I don't think it gets any bigger than Aston Villa against Arsenal. It's third against first, and if Villa were to win this, the gap would be down to 3 points, with Villa 3 points behind Arsenal. It kicks off at 12:30 tomorrow. You are guesting here as always on That's Football on a Friday, so I will let you go first because I'm a gentleman. But you go to Villa tomorrow at 12:30 in the game of the weekend. What are your thoughts on this? Good week for Arsenal after the draw with Chelsea. I mean, that just shows you, doesn't it, Robbie? You know, a lot of people saying Arsenal drop points, but a title's about what you do next week. Chelsea lose, Arsenal win. There you go.
That's it. A title's all about. I said to some Chelsea fans after the game last week, listen, I understand they're very, very happy because they got away with a draw when they had down to 10 men. But I said to them, actually, it's not the greatest draw for you guys because you know if you're going for the league, you could have pegged us back to within 3 points.
Yeah.
And by drawing, you kept it at 6 points, and then obviously they lost during the week. Now it's 9 points, right? However, Villa, it's a similar situation to like when we went to Chelsea last week. Informed team, playing really, really well. Really, really tough game away from home for Arsenal. But what I would say is that we've had a lot of these games, Arsenal. A lot of them. I mean, we went to, you know, if I even look at the games we've had since the international break, right? We had Spurs at home. Going into that game, everyone can say Spurs rubbish or whatever. But going into that game, Spurs hadn't lost a game away from home. They had the best away record in the league. We beat them.
We even went on to play at St James's Park, haven't they? They're not bad. They're good away from home.
Yeah, they went on to play Bayern Munich. They hadn't lost a game all season in the league or in the Champions League. We beat them, right? Went into an informed Chelsea. I know we're down to 10 men, but we didn't lose that game. And now we face a similar test up against Aston Villa. The one thing with Arsenal is just these injuries just keep mounting up. Mascara went off the other night. And I very much doubt he'll be available for the game. So the question will be maybe will Saliba be back for that game? Because there's a lot of thought that maybe Saliba could have been ready for the game during the week, but they just completely rested him. They left out a lot of players like Eze and Saka. They didn't start that game. So if Saliba's back, I'm feeling like Arsenal can get a result there. I think it's going to be really, really tough. I've been very impressed with Villa. But I think that this Arsenal team, they've been passing a lot of tests. I've got to back them. I've got to back them. And even if he is out, Ben White played really well the other night as a right back. And you can put Timber in as a centre. When he went in at centre back, he was an absolute monster there.
Well, that's why we were looking to buy him under 10 off.
Yeah, no, you guys messed up by not buying him, man. He is such a good player. So yeah, I'm gonna go with confidence. I think it's gonna be a really tough game when you got a 12:30 kickoff away from home. It's tough. But I think the Arsenal players will know that if they can win this game, you know, they would have like got past a lot of the really hardest away games. You know, Newcastle away, Villa away, Chelsea away, Man United away, Liverpool away. You know what I mean? I mean, we would have put a lot of those tough away games to bed. Going into the new year, the toughest away games we'll face will be away to Tottenham, away to Man City. So this is a big, big game for Arsenal. If we could get a win here, this could be massive. Really, really big. Setting up everything for the Christmas period. I'm going for an Arsenal win. Got to.
Yeah, I mean, I've wrote mine down early this week. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. I can change them, but I am going to go with an Arsenal win. I think Villa played really well the last few weeks, but I watched them against Brighton, and you can get at them. And as Robbie said, I think Arsenal haven't shown any weaknesses yet. You know, they've had a couple of draws like Sunderland and Chelsea, and this could be a draw. And I do hope Villa get something because I think it, you know, again, it just shows that the competitive nature of the league. But I think Arsenal look good in these sort of games. So I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. Bournemouth against Chelsea. I'm first on this one. I'm going to go with I've got a draw here and I'm not going to change. I'm going to stick with a draw. I'm tempted to go with the Bournemouth win, but I'm going to go with the draw because I think Chelsea will be, they look tired against Leeds and Leeds battered them. It's not a particularly, you know, it's not really a rest Tuesday night to Saturday afternoon. No Caicedo. I think they looked crestfallen. I'm going to go, but I don't think Bournemouth are very good either, so I'm going to go draw.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. Bournemouth have been really off form. I mean, remember they were in the top four. They've been dropping like a stone. They haven't won a game for ages. But then Chelsea, you know, they were dreadful the other night. The physical treatment that they tried to give Arsenal, and they got a taste of it themselves off of Leeds. And Caicedo now, what an idiot.
I know.
You know, and I've seen their stats when he ain't playing. Their stats when he ain't playing are terrible. They only win 23% of games when he's not playing. However, I do think they might bounce back in this game because they have to. This game's massive for them. They don't win this. You know,
Well, just looking at it, Bournemouth last 5 games, 4 losses, 1 draw.
yeah. I'm actually going to go for a Chelsea win because I think they'll have players like Reece James back.
Oh yeah.
You know, they'll Fofana will probably come back because those guys can't play more than 1 game in a week. So I hope it don't happen, but unfortunately, I think I'll go for a Chelsea win.
This next game, 3 o'clock. Some good 3 o'clocks this week because it's Champions League week, so they're all the big teams are playing Saturday. Super Sunday. We apologise for that in a minute when we do it, but Everton against Forest is one of 2, maybe 3. I'll have to have a check. Deitch going to Everton. Obviously, we've got Thomas Frank going to entertaining Spurs as well at 3 o'clock tomorrow. But it's Everton entertaining Forest. You're first on this one, Robbie. How do you feel this one's going to go?
I'll go Everton. Everton win.
Yeah, I've got an Everton win on that, so I don't really have a lot to add. Do I twist on that one? No. I think I will go Everton. Stick with Everton on that. City against Sunderland. I mean, look. You said Sunderland, Liverpool. Ooh, there was one point where you were thinking and you didn't. You still went with the Liverpool win. I'm going to go City because they just seem to find a way to win at the moment. But I'm actually quite interested. I'm actually quite interested how Sunderland do. They could have won that game at the end. That 1-1.
If it weren't for Chiesa made a great recovery tackle. What a goal that would have been. What an assist that would have been by that Roofs.
I know, yeah.
That was brilliant. And it was deliberate. You could see they aimed to do it. Sunderland have been brilliant. And City, they've been getting away with it. Got away with it against Leeds. Got away with it the other night against Fulham. Even at 5-1 up. Just shows that you can get into them.
Yeah. Well, they've conceded 7 goals in 2 games, haven't they? Which is, and yet they've won both games. I mean, who does that? They're a good team to watch, City.
I'm going to go for a madness. I'm going to go for a draw.
Going to go for a draw.
I think Sunderland are going to give him a battle. Sunderland are going to give him a battle.
Who knows? You never know. This one, I think we do know. Newcastle against Burnley. You're first on that. Should we both say it together?
The way Newcastle, right, concede late goals is unreal. I did it again the other night. It must be a mental thing. But I think they'll have enough distance in this game to not have to worry about that. So, yeah, a Newcastle win. Burnley going down, unfortunately.
I've got Newcastle as well. Then this one, another 3 o'clock. Good one. Spurs, Brentford. Thomas Frank entertaining Brentford. Spurs are still like top 2 or 3 away form, but bottom 3 home form. Brentford, you played them on Wednesday, so you've got a glimpse on this. But I'm first on this, so I'm gonna go with the Spurs win.
Yeah,
brave. I know,
brave man, brave. I watched Brentford the other night. They made a lot of changes, obviously with their eye on this game. That's what we were laughing at. We was going like, that just goes to show you what they think.
They played well against you as well, I thought.
They played well. They didn't really create much. They had that one big chance where Raya pulled off an unbelievable save. They didn't create a lot, but they impressed me. They were very difficult to break down. The way they pressed, you could see, Mark, a really well-organized team. They're not an easy team to play against. If they play like that, and then they're going to bring back in, Igor Thiago will start. They'll start Henderson, Nathan Collins. I'm going to go for a draw. This is Thomas Frank's old team. And Spurs, I mean, listen, fair play to them. That was a good comeback the other night. But I'm going for a draw.
It's interesting. The last 5 games, Spurs haven't won a Premier League game. Brentford are win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. so yeah, they've lost. So there should be a win.
And as I said, you could see by what they did the other night that they targeted this game as a game that they probably think that, we can get a result. So let's leave out. Yeah, they're going to want this.
They really will. So Robbie's gone with the draw. I've gone with the Spurs win. And then 5:30 tomorrow, another bloody good game this. You're first on this one. Leeds, after a brilliant result against Chelsea, entertain Liverpool, who walking off the pitch against Sunderland, I saw smiles on some of the players' faces. It was almost like they're at that level where they think that's not a bad result in the circumstances. I'm surprised. They're still not playing very well, Liverpool. And I don't know what your thoughts are, but they're not they're in a race for 5th at the moment. They're not. I just keep thinking, obviously they're not in a title race, but they're going to sort themselves out. Every game's a battle for them at the moment. We saw it on Wednesday night.
I mean, they've been terrible. And the other night, again, like, as Anfield, how lackluster they were. It was just, I've just not seen that in a Liverpool team for years. I don't know what's wrong there. And then certain players are falling off a cliff. Van Dijk, what's happened to him? Keeps turning his back on everything.
On the goal. Terrible.
You don't really want to be going to, play Leeds after what the result they just got when you're playing in a lackluster way. This is a very, very difficult game to call. I'll be honest with you.
Leeds were really good against Chelsea.
They were
I wasn't watching all of it, but when I flipped up, they were all over him.
And Leeds is one of them places that when you go there, when the crowd get up and confidence starts to flow, it's a difficult place to go to. I'm going to go Liverpool just because of the additional quality, just for the fact that they have to. But then I've been saying this all season with these lot. Yeah, they're going to bounce back, and they don't.
Yeah.
Draw.
It's gone with a draw.
Gone with a draw. My mind's changed mid-thing. I can't trust Liverpool no more. Draw.
I had Liverpool down, and listening to you, no, I'm going to stick with Liverpool. I'm looking at Leeds. Leeds had lost their last 4 games before Chelsea, and as good as it was, they've got to show consistency to do that again.
Mark, remember, look at some of those losses, right? The last-minute loss away at the Etihad.
Man City, yeah.
Right. Look at the run of games Leeds have had. They've actually done really well.
5 goals in 2 games as well.
Etihad, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Yeah.
And their confidence must be up because, as I said, they only just lost at the Etihad from 2-0 down to 2-2. Carried that confidence through the other night. Battered Chelsea. At home again. That's a tough game for Liverpool, man.
I'm putting my faith in Liverpool to get me a point here. Right, I'll stick with Liverpool. Super Sunday, my arse. Here we go. Oh, I can't believe it. I mean,
this is the worst Super Sunday in the history of. I can't remember. I'm going out Sunday, man. What is this? No disrespect to these teams, man, but I don't mind. Give us at least one big game. They should have put United on Sunday. They should have put United on Sunday, man. It is honestly like put a United game on the Sunday. What is this? Why are United on Monday and these games on there?
Yeah. Huh? Brighton, West Ham, and Fulham Palace are the games for Super Sunday, and there's only 2 of them as well. I mean, I'm with Robbie. I think this is the crappiest Sunday we've ever had. I mean, thank God people have got Christmas trees to put up and presents to buy, because if that was in the middle of Jan, we'd all be depressed.
Good idea. I'll go Christmas shopping on Sunday. Come on. London's
going to be packed now. It will be anyway. So I'm first on this one. Brighton against West Ham. Well, I'm going Brighton. I thought Brighton just got beat by the better team on Wednesday by Villa, but they still created chances. West Ham, all due respect, Nuno's got them organised, but we should not have been. We invited them on. If you invite anyone in the Premier League, you're going to concede goals. I think Brighton win that, Robbie.
Yeah, me too. West Ham don't carry enough threat up front, really. Well, they don't get the ball to Callum Wilson and Bowen enough. So that's, So, I'm going Brighton.
And then you're first on this one. It's Fulham at home to Palace, which is actually not an interesting game for 4:30, but as a 3 o'clock on a Saturday, we'd look at it and go, which way is that going?
Yeah, if this game would have been on another thing, it's a good game. But Super Sunday.
Not watchable, is it?
And it's hard to call.
Join us at 4:30 on Sunday for the big watch. I'm not doing this. Sunday off for me. I'm watching the F1 and that's it.
Yeah, doing a watch along. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the F1's on it, and there's a lot on that.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is difficult. Right, I'll go Palace.
Gone with Palace win. Good. I've gone with a draw on that one, so differential. And then that takes us to Monday Night Football. This, I said it before, West Ham sacked Ten Hag, Watford sacked Ollie, Wolves, Not. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably building this up. I mean, I'm looking at their record. It's L L L L L. They've scored 7 goals. They haven't even scored half the goals. The worst scoring goal team in the league is Forest after them with 14. Wolves have scored 7. They've got 2 points. They've not won a game all season. I have to go. Well, it's you, Robbie, anyway. But I'm going. I'll spoil it. I'm going to go. I have to go United win, because if he loses this or even draws it, after the reaction last night, I think he's in massive trouble anyway.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised. But it's Wolves. Everybody beats Wolves.
Xerxes against Strand Larson. I'll get to find out if what I was saying was true.
Truly, Strand Larson would probably be a good side, would be a decent player in a side that creates chances. But I watched them against Forest. I mean, it's pitiful.
Yeah, they the owners there sold out the club, man. They went and sold all their best players, haven't replaced them. And that model that they've had over the years of just bringing in all these Portuguese stars was going to run out after a time. You've got to build a foundation. You can't just, Yeah, listen, Man United, every time I say they're going to win something easily, they go and do what they did last night.
But it's Wolves. It's Wolves.
Yeah, last night was West Ham. Ain't much better. Everton, they were down to 10 men.
Everton are 10th now. Good team, Everton, I've got to say.
Yeah.
And West Ham are on the up. They're not actually still in the bottom 3, even with that draw.
Man United have to win that game. If they don't win that, he should just pack up his stuff and go. I'm sorry. If you don't beat Wolves, anyway. You don't beat Wolves at home after coming off of a poor result against West Ham, leave. So, he'll win it. He'll win it. You got too much quality. I say that, but yeah, you win that game.
Oh, yeah, should only need 1 goal. I mean, I back us to score a goal. I mean, Wolves won't score. That's the problem. If you're a Wolves fan,
I think you need 2 goals. The way you guys play, you like last night, instead of just going on and getting the second, you sat back and let them come on and get
So what I didn't do was the scores from last week. So it was 64-62 going into the midweek fixtures. We had a bad week. Some of it because of some unpredictability. Bournemouth against Everton. You went with a draw. I went with a Bournemouth win, and obviously Everton got the win. Fulham against Man City. We both got a point there. Man City win. Newcastle Spurs. We both dropped points. We both went with Newcastle. Obviously a draw. Arsenal against Brentford. 2-2. We both got that. Arsenal win. Brighton against Villa. You went Brighton. I went draw. So no points there. Burnley against Palace. We both had Palace. So that's 3-3. And then this is what made it 4-3. Wolves. I don't know what I was doing here. Wolves against Forest. You went Forest and I went Wolves. I mean, that's just stupidity. So 4-3 to Robbie. And then we didn't pick up another point because Leeds, Chelsea, we had Chelsea. Liverpool, Sunderland, we had Liverpool, and United, West Ham, we had United. So you get 4-3 because I'm an idiot and backed Wolves against. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing with that.
Wolves. Oh my goodness! What was he on? What was he doing?
I don't know. And this is it. You've got to be switched on every week. I'm like Chelsea. I get I have a good week, and then I'm like, oh, I can relax a bit.
I know. We wake up pretty early to do this show, man. But boy, you must have had a rough night. You're Wolves.
Well, the gap's up to 3 points now again. It's 68-65, and that's basically because I'm an idiot and back Wolves, which, whatever you do, even if your kids don't follow football, just don't back Wolves. Just tell them that, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Thanks, Robbie.
No problem.
Big day tomorrow of football. Looking forward to our reaction on Dior Sports on Monday.
No, looking forward to it.
And a big day today. We've got Bundesliga live tonight on That's Football. World Cup reaction draw. I think that's about 5:00. And lots of people have been saying this. I have just had my YouTube Wrapped. I don't know whether you're aware of this, Robbie. So let us know how you've done on your YouTube Wrapped, everybody. Apparently, it tells you your top 3 channels you've watched. Tells you what percentage you're in. I'm logged into my That's Football channel at the moment. You go to your You page on the YouTube app, and I've got all sorts of stuff going on, but apparently I'm in the top 6% for watching That's Football, which is a bit narcissistic, really, because it's on the YouTube channel. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. I'll probably watch this show back, to be fair. So I'll probably like, oh, this is my favorite. Lots of people say they love this show, to be fair. So, you know, that might
That's
be
great.
one.
That's great.
That is good.
You know what? I saw an email coming for that yesterday. I was so unwell, man. I was like, I'll have a look at that. You know those, I'll have a look at that tomorrow. I'm just trying to find it.
It is good for the viewers, because on the United Stand last night, we had loads of people going, I'm in the top 0.03%, and I've watched 1,000 videos.
You know what? Now I realise why so many people have been sending me that on Instagram. Like, and I was like, oh, that's nice. They watch us. But now I realise why. They've been, oh, yeah.
It is a good thing, because they've had it on Spotify for years, but I think it's good for you. It's good move by you. Let us know in the comments where you are on our channel, DR, everybody. That'd be great. Tell us your top three. That'd be very interesting, actually. Very good market research if I had a market researcher. Thanks to Robbie anyway. Hope you get better, mate, and have a good weekend.
I'm good.